Teacher Milena here, and Tea with me today brings you the second question of the speaking part of the TOEFL exam. Are you ready to learn the structure of the question and the hacks to answer it and score high? Don't forget to like this video, share it with your TOEFL friends, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any lessons. Is it TOEFL hacks that you want? I shall now give them to you. In our last video, we saw the structure of the first question you have on the TOEFL exam, the personal preference question. If you haven't seen this video yet, don't miss the opportunity to check it out and learn more about the strategies to learn that kind of question. The structure is important. The second question for you on the exam is a campus announcement question. You have a short campus announcement or letter to read in 50 seconds. Then you hear a conversation. It's a short conversation, 1 to 2 minute recording. Then they give you 30 seconds to prepare your answer and 1 minute to talk. The most important thing here for you with this question is summarize the announcement, the change that is being announced, and the reasons for such changes. State 2 reasons, which will be presented in the reading and listening. And in the listening, why the person agrees or disagrees with the announcement. For this question, it's important that you think like a reporter, considering you are going to report the information from the reading passage and the recording. The first thing you have to do is identify the new rule or change that is presented in the text. Take a look at this campus announcement. You can see it is not a long text, but you need to write down the change and the reasons for such changes that are presented in this announcement. The change here in this text is that they decided to conduct 2 graduation ceremonies. And the reasons for the changes are the increased numbers of enrollment, which makes the ceremony last way too long, and not enough space in the auditorium. After that, while listening to the interviews, you report on opinions and supporting reasons. Here you have the transcript to understand better. There are always 2 people talking, but only one will agree or disagree specifically with the changes. So your focus is on this person. In the transcript, you can see that this person disagrees with the changes announced, reasoning that they can limit the speakers so the ceremony doesn't take that long, and they do it outside so they can fit the students and their families and friends as well. A helpful skill to develop at this point is note-taking. You have 50 seconds to read the announcement or letter. Letters appear 20% of the time only in the exam, but it's worth mentioning it here so you guys are ready in case they appear. So reading and writing down the information that you need from the text is extremely important, considering you don't see the text again. You also need to take notes while listening to the recording. My recommendation? Practice note-taking. But don't write complete sentences. Jot down words, drawings, important things. Don't trust everything to your memory. And this is a skill you can learn and improve with time, and it helps during such exams. Learn to make simple notes, things that will trigger your memory for the answering moment. Don't make them too long or too complicated. You don't have the time for that, okay? So basically, you make a statement about the change described in the announcement, according to the article or the announcement, the letter. Then you state the reason for the announcement. The announcement informs that will happen because of, due to. Then you transition to the reasons for the listening. There are 2 main reasons why the man or woman in the recording opposes or supports it. The first reason is tan tan tan, and the second reason is tan tan tan. And that's it. If you follow the structure, you can succeed perfectly in answering this question. According to the text and recording we exemplified here, we would have the following. The announcement informs that there will be 2 graduation ceremonies because the number of enrolled students has increased, so one ceremony would take too long, and because there is not enough space in the auditorium. The woman in the recording opposes this decision from the university. The first reason she points out is that they could just limit the speakers so they would have more time and wouldn't need to separate the graduations into 2 days. And because they could also have the ceremony outside, where there's plenty of space for the students and their families and friends. Practice is the strategy here. Practice is structure and your English. Note taking for the text and listening and practicing the structure I have just given you guys. So let's get to work. While practicing, one important tool is also self-correction. Make sure you record and listen to your answers. Take your time checking the time you use to answer the questions, your pace, intonation, pronunciation. Check if you use transitional words and phrases and if you included a short, brief conclusion in the end, informing the second reason for the woman agreeing or not disagreeing. Now that we have already covered questions 1 and 2 for the TOEFL speaking section, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any hacks and strategies for your exam. Like this video, share it with your friends that need to discover the TOEFL exam in details so they can score high as well. Don't forget that we have advanced grammar lessons every Friday here. Next Tuesday, we have question number 3. Until then, write down, practice all the skills that you have. See you guys!